YTBC, what's the deal? So I'm gonna do a really quick prediction on Edmund Gerber versus my man Brian Minto. Gerber and Minto will be taking place this Saturday. Fight's not really getting a lot of attention, but I think it's a good fight. Gerber, I'm expecting him to beat Brian Minto. Minto will come to fight, man. He came to fight against Joseph Parker. Dillian White, kind of got beat up in that fight, but I've seen this guy come to fight a few times. Arthur Spilka, Michael Sprott. I mean, a few fights, and he's a smaller guy. He's fought at cruiserweight a few times. I expect him to come to fight, and he's a road warrior. He stays on the road. 41 years old. Even after this fight, after the fight that's scheduled with Gerber next month, he already has another fight with Otto Wallen. And to me, Wallen and Granat probably the two top Swedish prospects. So he has a fight already scheduled for next month, Minto does. So he will come to fight. I think he'll give Gerber some good work. Gerber, it just depends who he's fighting, man. His last fight, he came in, well, the first thing that caught my eye in his last fight, he came in at his career high, 247. The fight's on YouTube against Lobas Suda. He looked slow in that fight, but he really wasn't fighting tough opposition, but he looked slow, looked methodical in that fight. He really didn't use his jab, just walked behind the high guard, wait till he got to close range, and he let his shots go. Even the Derek Chisora fight, he really didn't use a jab. He only used a jab when he tried to circle away and try to get away from Chisora when he was getting banged up badly on the inside. Him and Chisora pretty much went shoulder to shoulder and fought in the phone booth in that fight. Gerber, he can move his hands and let his hands go, but it's just when he feels comfortable and when he's in there with somebody that he has an advantage over. The Michael Sprott fights, both fights were good, interesting fights. Sprott won the second fight by decision. I'm actually watching that right now. Sprott looked kind of surprised that he won it, but the first fight, he actually landed a good combination on Sprott that put him down. That left hook, straight right hand combination, good combination. He'll let his hands go sometimes, but he keeps them put up too much for me, and he plods around too much. But in this fight against Minto, like I said, the first few rounds will be interesting because Minto will come to stand his ground against Gerber. He will wing some shots and let him go, but I think Gerber just put up the high guard. He's a naturally bigger guy. He'll put up the high guard, let Minto get his shots off, and then he'll just outwork him, and he'll use his jab when he needs to and let his hands go when he needs to. So I think Gerber will win this fight. I want to see him step up, man. There's some good fights there in Germany for him that I hope that can possibly get made. BoxRec has Gerber in their top 60. They have him at number 58, but even a fight against Tom Schwartz or maybe Michelle Wallace, those would be good fights. I want to see those prospects get some good fights. I see that they're ranked in, I believe it's either the IBF. I think they're rated in. I don't have it in front of me. Schwartz and Michelle Wallace are both rated right now, so should be a good fight for Gerber. I expect Minto to give him some tough work, but Minto, 41 years old, Gerber's 27. I think he just has more in the tank at this stage of his career than Minto does. Like I said, Minto already has a fight scheduled for next week or next month. So for right now, his career, I think, is just about him collecting paychecks, which there's nothing wrong with that. He's 41 years old, man. Probably deserves a few paydays before he calls it a day. But I expect Gerber to win this. He'll just use his size, man, about 4 inches taller. Probably might come in about 30 pounds heavier. So I expect him to win this fight rather easily by decision or maybe a late stoppage. But I'm going to go by decision, Edmund Gerber. YTBC, I'm out.